Look,
All right.
let's go. The
Mario
battle tracks I
Kart
grew up with.
Wii.
The battle tracks
Block
I grew up with. Let's
Plaza.
go.
Uh,
Oh,
A
I'm
tier.
sorry to all you Block Fort fans. This is S tier. I like this better than the OG. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's bias.
All right, fine.
This is Block Plaza is my jam. I loved this track as a kid. Oh my gosh. Even now, I still
It is
like it.
finally a better Block 4. It's a better sequel. Like,
They did better than Double Dash.
but guess what? It's actually a sequel to DS because look at those damn tiles. Look at the walls. Don't tell me that's
I
not the
mean,
same walls as DS.
but
Don't
look at
tell
the
me that's not
background.
the same walls.
It's got retro Super Mario Brothers sprites in the background. That's instantly like
That's new. That's
amazing.
just different.
Oh, and also the music is also amazing. Also, first game to actually have unique battle songs for each of its new battle tracks
Right?
instead of
True.
just reusing the same one, which is weird to think about because only 2 games have done that. Like literally, Wii and 8 Deluxe are the
Holy
only games that
crap, there
have.
are so many battle tracks in Wii.
Yeah, there were 10
Holy
and
crap.
one bonus one. They had
Right.
literally, well, it was cool what they did. So they did 5 new, but then they did 5 retro, and it was one from each previous game. One SNES,
Right.
one N64, one GBA, one GCN, and one DS. So it's kind of cool they did it.
All right. If you want to continue to describe this one, you can, but I'm just
So
letting you
yeah, it's
take over for.
let me find the map because I can't. If I describe it as is, it'll just sound like Blockport. Um, so it's got more fort sections, I guess you could say. You have in the top, bottom, left, right. You have the yellow, blue, green, red, and then there's a middle section in between them. It's like a purple circle, which is pretty cool. And you got some other colored blocks in the corners. Oh, and this one has statues of characters on
Hmm.
each one too. Like there's a Mario one. I think it's Mario, Luigi, Peach, and
Daisy.
Daisy. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
think.
then
Oh, I thought there was a star in the middle. There is not.
let me look at the preview. No, it's just a purple block in the middle. But yeah, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and
Oh
Daisy.
yes,
You
Block
got some
Fort. Here is our statue
Mar-
of our Lord and Savior, Block.
you got some Mario blocks around there too, actually, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of got a retro theme going on.
Hmm.
And yeah, and it's got its
Hmm.
own unique music. Of course, this one
I
has
wonder
12
what the
racers, so it's
reference is. Colored
of
blocks
course.
that look like SNES, which is sort of based on the DS remake of Block 4. Hmm.
And it's also, of course, it's a lot bigger than Blockfort was because it's got 12 racers on it. So
Yeah.
that too. And so there's a lot of bridges and
Okay.
other sections you can go to. Yeah.
All right.
Just think of it as like a bigger, grander version of Blockfort, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much what you got.
All right. Dolfino Pier. I've never heard of
Also
this one in
based
my
on
life.
something,
I've never
inspired off Sunshine.
based. Uh-huh.
Inspired off Sunshine, I
I
guess, more
I've
than based off
never
it.
played on this course. I've never seen this course in my life.
I remember this course. This was a pretty so basically this one so you can see in the photo, right? Like you have like the pier. It's like that line and then there's a slant that goes down the middle into these other lower sections and there's like some buildings you can go through for some item blocks. And there's water. It's like Palm Shore and DS, water that rises and if you're up in the water, not in that middle like brown colored section,
Mm,
then you'll lose a life, you'll drown.
right.
So it's like you kind of have to pay attention to water. And then when there's like 2 minutes, maybe when there's a minute left, the dock that you see on there lowers and you can go to that other section off to the side. And there's like some really good items over there. So it really changes right at the end.
Right.
It's pretty cool. I think this track would be interesting nowadays with the underwater driving because when the water rises, you would just be underwater now.
Yeah.
But I like it. And there's some ramps that you can jump on as well to get some item boxes. It's a huge battle track.
Right.
Um, personally, from what I remember, it was okay. So I'm just kind of like, I'll just put it in B, I guess. It
All right. Top of
was it
B
was
or
pretty
bottom
cool.
of B?
I have like right in the middle, literally
Okay.
right in the middle.
Okay.
051.
Okay. Uh. Moving on from Delfino Pier. I don't even think we have to say it. Funky Stadium.
Oh,
S
S
tier.
tier.
Okay, thank
Oh,
you.
there's when you think of Mario Kart Wii battle mode,
Yeah.
this is probably the. Also, I every time I say the name, I just get the music in my head. The.
Yeah, exactly.
Missed opportunity to not bring this back in 8 Deluxe
I
with Funky
know.
Kong.
I know.
I mean, to be fair, it
Crazy.
wasn't even in tour though, so it probably wouldn't have had a chance. I have this top. This is like my favorite battle track ever. I have it right at the top. This is like, dude, this track. It's so big, and I know some people
Yeah.
have criticized it for that, but I like it. And it's almost
Yeah.
like it's like a stadium. You have like the
It's just
whole
it's like
thing.
a monster truck stadium or dirt
Yeah,
bike
yeah,
stadium.
yeah.
You got
And the whole thing is has half pipes on the
yeah.
little walls, so you can like.
It's a bowl, so there's half pipes everywhere around.
Yeah.
There's the middle part, which is a half pipe, and there's a tunnel in the middle. There's all these different things on each of the outskirts. There's even dirt piles with
Oh yeah.
items. Like this,
And
it's
then
massive. It's varied. It's
some of the
inspired.
walls have like upper sections you can go up to. You can like
Yeah,
go up there and yeet some shells down from the
there's
top
just
or something.
so much going on, and
Oh, it's also unique. It's the first battle track where you don't just start and then go. Everyone starts on like a ramp that's way above the
yeah,
stadium, and then when it starts, you go down, you boost, and then you do a trick, and then you just
yeah,
down into the. It's so cool, and it's right when the music starts, right when it does the. You're falling into it. It's so good.
yeah,
The way they timed it. Oh, I
yeah.
really hope this returns next game because
This
we we hasn't had any of its battle tracks remade yet, and it's long overdue for some. And this one better
yeah,
return because it's
yeah.
so
No,
open too. That's what's great about it.
I
It's so
think
open. There's a lot of room to drive around,
here's the thing
get
with battle
items.
tracks. Either they need to be tight, like Battle 4 or Block 4, where you can kind of maneuver and there's lots of nooks and crannies and stuff, and you can hide in and there's high vantage points, low vantage points, right? And then there's stuff like this where there's if it's just a big fucking square, there's no point. But this, it's huge and there's so much
Like yeah,
variety and like
this
you
is
could and
creative.
this is 12 people, right? So you can have fucking anime B plot going over here and anime A plot going over here.
And
Like so much goes on.
imagine this with like custom items because I feel like that
Oh
feature is
yeah.
probably going to return, dude. Just picking like a specific set of items to have on this track too. Oh my gosh, this would be so good.
All right.
Nintendo cooked with this battle track.
All right.
Like they straight up like
They
there's a
cooked.
reason why you hear people say that it's like the best. Like this reason you hear people talk about it all the time. It's just so good.
All right.
And it's Funky Kong. How can you go, how can you go wrong with Funky Kong?
No, you can't. Maybe.
It's the best character in Mario Kart Wii.
True,
So,
true. All right, Chain Chomp Wheel. I'm gonna let you take over
oh
for this one as
god,
well. I don't know anything about
D
this.
tier. I hated this one.
Okay,
I
all
did
right.
not like. I was not the biggest fan of this in Wii. Hold on, let me find it. Chain Chomp Wheel, or as you Europeans would call it, Chain Chomp Roulette, because that's what it's called
Well,
over
you
there.
can't say
Um.
that because it's gambling.
Oh yeah, I guess over here, yeah. It's weird how that works, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
over here, you can't say roulette, but over in Europe, it's
I mean,
a
you
little more okay
can,
to say that.
but
They probably didn't want to risk it, so they just changed it to Chain Chomp Wheel. But yeah,
yeah,
it's literally a gambling. It's a casino battle track. Like what?
yeah,
It's like the little wheels that you do at casinos,
yeah.
but it's as a battle track.
It's a
Again, like you were saying, if you're gonna do like a square or like a circle, like kind of make it unique. Like this kind of takes a circle, but it gives
yeah.
it a cool theme. And it's in an aquarium, by the way. It's an underwater. You could see like the
What?
Mario 64 eel and water on the sides in the
What the
glass.
fuck? What? How many
So it's like
layers
a
is? How many
look at the
layers
photos
is
like on the
that?
wiki. Like look at the image on the wiki. Like there's like a glass that reveals like an underwater
Hold on.
section with like the eel from Mario 64, the
That's crazy.
unagi. And then yeah, there's just like Tart Top, there's a boost in the middle where you can jump through a star to get like some item boxes. And just like Funky Stadium, those little pipes you see, there's like little pipes at the top everyone drives out of at the start.
That's
It's
crazy.
okay. The annoying thing is just like how those games would work in casinos. The circle spins, Like in one, the inner one goes one
Right.
direction, the outer one goes the opposite direction. So it's kind of annoying to move around because if you're not going in the direction that it's spinning, you're going to be slower. So you might have to turn around, or you might have to go
Wait,
to
is
the
it
other
in a
section.
casino or is it a what? So it's in a, it is a roulette inside of an aquarium inside of a casino. I'm
It could
so
be like just
confused.
could just be an underwater themed roulette, I guess.
That's weird. Like at least like go all out with the casino vibes. Like
But yeah, it's like so like those little circles, you can see where they're separated. There's like little gray thin circles that
yeah.
show where they're separated. And then there's the green outer section with half pipes that doesn't spin, but the two circles in the middle do. I found it kind of annoying. So I put this in D
Yeah.
because it was kind of, and actually I'm putting that lower. I'll give it above I'll give it above Palm Shore, but it,
So
at least from my
unfortunately,
experience, that's kind of annoying.
herein lies the problem. Uh, Thwomp Desert, Funky Stadium and Block Plaza were like the only two battle modes I ever saw in this game, and
To be
like
fair, they were
I
the two
never
best battle
saw
tracks in the game.
any other, and it's like I've never seen these in my life until doing this
Did you
because
did you just never play them in Wii
no one ever fucking played them ever.
or? Well, Funky Stadium and Block
And
Plaza
it's
were like
like,
the two most
think
popular
about
ones.
it.
To be fair,
Think about it. If I played battle mode 25% of the time, and these modes were picked 50% of the time, I would never ever see any other battle track. And it's
yeah,
like I'm
these two.
aware of what Twilight House looks like because I know how it looks in DS, right? But I've never seen any other one.
Yeah, the two you played were clearly the most played because they're the best ones and the most
Yeah.
popular Nitro battle tracks. But yeah, also the annoying thing, I will say one last thing on this, because the different parts spin, it can be hard to get hit people with it sometimes. I feel like because you could aim a shell at someone, and because the thing's spinning, it can just miss them because you have to like
Oh.
time it. So I found it kind of annoying. So I put it in D.
All right.
Because I mean, it's cool. The concept is cool. But...
Yeah.
And
All
the
right.
music is actually pretty good too. The music is actually good. Oh boy.
Thwomp
Oh
Desert.
no.
I'm still leaving it on
Oh,
D because
oh, this is F. Oh no, I hate
F
this
tier
is.
as well. Jeez.
Oh my god, this is F.
Top of F
I
though.
would argue this might be worse than the SNES ones. This might be worse than the SNES and GBA ones.
How?
Okay, so basically, as you see, it's a circle again. So you look at the photo, it's kind of basic. But the thing is, it starts off, there's quicksand in the middle, so it's also constantly dragging you toward the middle the whole race like this. So it's kind of annoying because you have to keep like driving
Okay,
against it to stay away from it. But then
so
every
there,
so often, the thwomp will go down and then it makes the track all wavy. And then you have to do like tricks to kind of stay, out of that. And it just makes the track very tedious, I guess.
I will defend the track in one way. This was originally meant to be a mission mode boss
I'm pretty sure,
map.
yeah.
So it wasn't meant to be a battle track. So whatever they did, I don't know why they made that decision to keep it.
In tournaments, it was actually a boss battle. There was tournaments where they replaced the thwomp, or they had like a pokey in it that you had to defeat.
Yeah.
But
And
this
the
is
swamp
like,
doesn't even make sense in the desert at all.
I mean, to be fair, they are rocks. I guess they can go about anywhere. But yeah, so you have to avoid the quicksand constantly trying to pull you in. Plus, then when the thwomp jumps and there's shock waves of sand, and then it's hard to like throw items anywhere because you're trying to trick to stay away
Yeah.
from it. This
You know
is probably
what this reminds me
the
of though a
least
little
popular
bit?
one.
Squizzard.
Oh yes,
From Mario
Squizzard.
Galaxy 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I know what you mean.
understand. So everyone like, oh, Mario Galaxy 2 is worse because it has no story. Like, this is a discussion for another day, but like there's so many unique and creative boss battles in this game, better than one, and like
Dude, I
everyone
agree.
forgets about them.
That's
Fucking
why I like
the
Galaxy 2 better.
The giant thing, the snake, the dragon from World 1.
Oh, Gobblegut.
Yeah.
I love
And guess
Gobblegut.
what? Here's the other thing that makes it better. All the boss battles from 1 are also in this game. So you get double the trouble.
You literally just get like all the boss battles back plus new ones. Like
Yeah.
that's why I like. That is
I
another reason I will always like the second one over the first one.
I definitely want to have an episode where we get everybody on and just debate Galaxy 1 versus 2. Like obviously like
Oh
there's a lot of
yes,
people on the team now, but like literally just having two sides, just like okay, you're the Mario Galaxy side and you're the Galaxy 2 side and just debate. So it's like it's almost like having two people and they just debate it, right?
another
Uh
reason I like it better. This is personal bias, but because Yoshi was added to it.
oh.
So
Ooh.
first game didn't have Yoshi, and Yoshi had his own set of power ups, like the speed pepper, and then
Yeah.
like the balloon one.
This is
Like
why you got to play Astrobot cuz you're like this is Mario Galaxy 3. All right. Anyway,
like
sorry, side tangent.
yeah,
But I'm just gonna believe you when you say that because I don't have any frame of reference for this
it's
one.
pretty annoying. Even the GBA Desert Battle Track is better than this.
So it's better
I
than
would,
that's better than that. Okay, so I'm putting it there.
but I put it like below basically every other battle track in F. I would
Okay.
literally rather play any of those SNES GBA ones
All
in
right.
their original forms. It's not. I'm sure it could be fun if they changed it to make it better, but it's like kind of annoying.
Yeah.
It feels more like you're just trying to dodge quicksand and survive the jumps more than you are trying to battle anyone.
All
And
right.
chances are you'll probably lose more to the track than the items themselves.
Remember, we are on an hour and 13 minutes. So,
Okay, yeah, sorry. I had a tangent with that course. I
yeah.
just, the amount of childhood trauma I went through. Oh, yeah.
Um.
And now this next one is going to be
Oh,
interesting. 'Cause
we're.
a lot of
What do you mean the next one? Oh, I
the next one
forgot. It's
after
not on the
Twilight.
list. I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, so
I have
next up,
no idea what this is, so I literally is just
I'll give a
mid. It looks
backstory.
pretty cool, but
Don't feel bad because a lot of people have not played this, myself included. I've played so much, I didn't even play this. So Galaxy Coliseum is what it was called, also based on Mario Galaxy. It has the star bits around it and everything. This was a tournament exclusive battle track. You could only play it on Nintendo official Mario Kart Wii tournaments when they were held. So it's basically just a circle, but there is a boss that appears in the middle of it. It's the spiky top man from like Galaxy or whatever. The little spiky top dudes.
Top Man.
And that's pretty much it. Oh wait, yeah, it says modeled after similar platforms in Mario Galaxy. Yeah, it's basically just a circle with the boss in the middle. That's kind of all it is.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just do what an average circle would be.
I just did a
middle.
C. I literally just put in like middle of
Yeah,
C.
you know what? High C, I guess. I'll give a high C for the Galaxy theme.
Is it better than Skyscraper Double Deck though? I feel like it's below even Block City.
I'll put it below Skyscraper, above Double Deck for me personally.
Okay. All right. So as a recap,
I hope they bring it back officially. I would love to see like a tournament exclusive one that was never accessed. I'd love to see them bring it back.
Yeah.
Officially, because it's a circle, but it has a boss in it, like a battle track with a boss in it. So you're trying to battle while fighting a boss. Nintendo, bring it back next game. Why not?
All right.
It's also the only battle track we have.
Again,
with this distinction.
feel